and this is not a sponsored video. That being said, I wanted to ask the question if I were to do a Textale giveaway, because they have asked the question of me if I'd be interested in doing something like that. So I want to ask you, would you be interested in receiving some free stuff from Textale? And if that is a yes, based on the amount of yeses I get in the comments below, I will move forward with that. And if you do want to be part of that, all you need to do is be subscribed and leave a comment down below so we can get it going. And I don't know how, but I usually get everything that's on my plate on my clothes. Hey team, welcome to today's video, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hayden. We're gonna dabble, play around with some more stuff from Textale. I was fortunate enough to have this stuff sent my way after they reached out and asked if I'd be interested in testing out some more of their line. I said yes, and here we are. If you are unfamiliar, I have done a couple of videos with Textale in the past that I will link somewhere up the top or in the description down below. And the biggest thing that caught my eye was the stuff that I did trial out was their stain repellent technology within their garments that they have, which is extremely beneficial and useful for me, who tends to be a bit of a grub when I eat. And I don't know how, but I usually get everything that's on my plate on my clothes. Now, even though I did not pay for anything that we're going to be looking at today, that doesn't stop me from being completely honest and transparent with my reviews. It's all based on my first experience, my first impressions, and this is not a sponsored video. That being said, I wanted to ask the question if I were to do a Textale giveaway, because they have asked the question of me if I'd be interested in doing something like that. So I want to ask you, would you be interested in receiving some free stuff from Textale? And if that is a yes, based on the amount of yeses I get in the comments below, I will move forward with that. And if you do want to be part of that, all you need to do is be subscribed and leave a comment down below so we can get it going. The pieces that we are looking at today, and I've got it open on the website so I don't get anything wrong, I'm going to do my best not to butcher it. However, the pieces that we're looking at today, or we are going to be showcasing today, are from the Breeze series. And that is the Breeze Airy trunk, which are a pair of trunks unlike any undies you've encountered before. They are engineered specifically for humid climates and high activity situations. They are lightweight, they're breathable, incredibly stretchy, they adapt seamlessly to every body shape and every move you make. We will test that. There is sweat wicking technology. Achieve dryness in just 45 minutes. Experience a cool touch that keeps you 3 degrees cooler. Interesting. Zero feels smooth. Revel in the silky touch, akin to a baby's skin. Enjoy the luxury of a silk crafted crutch. That sounds a bit X-rated. Light as air yet durable. Designed for utmost comfort at a remarkable 0.5 millimeters of thinness, embrace the sensation of feather light perfection. Then the other item that we will be looking at is the Breeze Anti-Odor Polo. This polo suits both the daily grind and date nights. Sweat wicking, quick drying, and anti-odor. It combines silky comfort and feather light 4-way stretch. Snap buttons and a drop cut ensure easy wear, while a tag-free design adds a seamless touch. Your effortless solutions for staying cool. It's born for humidity, it's got sweat wicking, 60% faster quick drying, just similar to the trunks. Anti-odor, antimicrobial, silky yet feather light, just like the previous ones. It's wrinkle-free, invisible design, snap buttons, easy to take on and off, no itchy and stabby tags. Now it is important to note that this line is not stain repellent, unlike the Fresh series, which I looked at prior. So we're not going to look at chucking some Coca-Cola or anything on it, because it might just damage it. The Breeze Anti-Odor Polo is currently $32, as there is a 10% off deal happening right now on their website. But if you use discount code Hayden15, you will receive a further reduction from your overall price. And the Breeze Airy trunk is currently on their website for 16 Australian dollars. We're going to start off with the polo. I do give it to Textale for their packaging, the way that they present things. I mean, look how sleek that looks. It's got that soft matte plastic with the sealable Ziploc. You can see that the garment itself has got crepe paper with their branding. It's just the small things, you know. See the sticker on the top. And here we have the polo out of its packaging. You can see the snap lock buttons. It doesn't have a funky smell, which I'm always here for. I do think that it is rather, I mean, we say this all the time when you hold it up to the light, which the window's right behind the camera. It does kind of look like it's a little see-through, but when you got it on, it's fine. It's been a while since we looked at fashion on this channel, so bear with me. We'll take a look at the construction before we put it on and see what it feels like. I've never had an issue with Textales, the way that their garments are put together. It's always been extremely good quality. And this is no different. We can see here along the hem where the collar meets the back of the shirt. It's all sealed in with a panel over the top of both. You see a seam down the back. There is absolutely nothing that is sticking out. There's no frays, there's no bunching. And when you pull, you don't see any separation of where the thread is, but you can see me behind the garment, which is what I was saying before. It does look a little on the sheer side, but when we put it on, it may not be like that. It does feel lightweight. It's not cool to the touch like the previous shirts that we tried from Textale. It is made from, and that's another thing I like about Textale, they don't use tags. It's kind of embroidered onto the inside of the shirt. It is 40% cotton, 45% polyester, and 8% viscose. It says machine wash cold, tumble dry low, cool iron if needed. Made in China. We're going to try this on and see what's up. Here we have it on. It is very, very comfortable. I definitely don't feel like there's anything that may have the potential to stick, itch, bunch, pull, any of the above. Since I've got it on, I don't believe that there is any issues with it being see-through, like we were saying before. I think it's quite flattering. It is still rather warm here in Melbourne. That's why I've got the short shorts happening. I feel like I've got a lot of space to move. I feel it's quite flattering having it on. There's nothing that will potentially irritate me, I believe. And it's very light. It feels good against the skin. As you can see, I've come back to the camera with it on. That's usually a good sign if I am back on camera with it, because it does feel very comfortable. I like how it feels against my skin. That leaves the Airy trunk. So I was quite fortunate to have multiple sent my way. Again, with their packaging, I like that it's fully sealed and there's like a pull tab. I like the reflective cardboard that it's in. It just comes out like so. You pull the tab. They are very, very light. It kind of feels like there's nothing there, like it's tissue paper. What the heck? Here we have the trunks. They are so incredibly light. Cannot get over how crepey they feel and very silky at the same time. There's no odor. This says it is made from 63% nylons, 37% spandex, which is the stretch. The pouch is 90% viscose, 7% mulberry silk, and 3% spandex. Machine wash cold, tumble dry low, cool iron if needed. Now, because they are underpants, there's not a lot to the construction. There aren't many seams. You can see the pouch in the front, or rather, I'll turn it inside out so you got a better view. There is nothing that is potential alarm bell material. You can see the seam all along the waistband. There is no threads hanging out whatsoever to be seen. Even when you pull, there's no separation along the seam line. I am really, really impressed with how light they are. Right, we're gonna go try these on and hopefully that they're not gonna be see-through or too scandalous to put on YouTube. I have them on. I went through all three of the colors that they sent me. There was a silk, which was more on the creamy white side, a blue, called Nebula, and then the black. I have the black on because I feel like these are the least scandalous that I can put on YouTube without using blurring and all of that. They are incredibly comfortable. It literally feels like you're not wearing anything at all, which is wild to me. I'm not a trunks kind of a person. I like jocks, and that's because trunks on me usually after a while start to ride up the thigh and collect in your groin area. And I don't like that because it feels like it pulls on my skin, on your pubic hair, and all of the above. But these, I've literally done like a big power walk up and down the hallway. I've squatted in it the leg section around them, you can hear me doing that against my thigh, just adjusting them, they don't budge. Here I have the black pair on. This is what I was talking about. They do not move. So even when coming down low, there's a lot of give and a lot of movement. I really don't think that they will budge at all. They feel incredibly comfortable, like I said before, and I feel like a lot of air can get through them. When I first held them up and they felt like crepe paper, I was a little bit worried that you're going to see straight through them. These are definitely not transparent. The other two colours that they sent my way are the silk and the nebula. I am most definitely a fan. Both of these have been a hit for me. I still have the underwear on and obviously the polo is still on. I'm completely impressed with how comfortable, not only how thin the underwear is, how it felt really silky and like tissue paper, but extremely comfortable and sturdy at the same time. It feels like everything that needs to be held is being held in place. The series is aptly named because it does feel breezy with the air flowing straight through. Now we will do a follow-up to this just to see if the anti-odor component does measure up. I will be teaching in this polo. I do usually wear a black polo to teach my classes in, and I sweat a lot. So we will see in the next video if this one does measure up to that claim. I will link everything down below if you want to check it out for yourself, and always, if you do, let me know your experience. Is it the same? Is it different? Because I am always curious to hear. Thanks for watching, team. Make sure we do all of the fun stuff, but most importantly, stay tuned.